Hello students, today I am going to start a new chapter for class 12th. The title of the chapter is On the Face of It. Actually it's a play written by Susan Hell. It's chapter number 6. Let us first of all know about Susan Hell. Susan Hell, she is an English author of fiction and non-fiction works. She is known to explore the inner fears and loneliness. This is what she does in this play. Her works reflect honest sufferings and optimism. The theme of this play actually, it deals with a sense of loss, a sense of isolation, and how to overcome it. This play brings out the idea that people who have any kind of impairment generally suffers from a sense of loneliness and mental pain. It also talks about how appearances are deceptive, and most often we go on dealing with impressions and prejudices about others without caring to know about them actually. Okay, so these are the two themes actually. Now the important characters of this play. First is Derry and second is Mr. Lamb. So Derry, he is withdrawn and defiant, means run away from obstacles, bitter towards the world, lonely and pessimistic. He cares too much about his disability. And Mr. Lamb on the other hand, he is optimistic, he is lonely but he is happy, doesn't care too much about his disability and has learned to accept it. Okay, now let us start this play. We'll start it point wise. So actually this play is about friendship between an old man, that is Mr. Lamb, and a boy, Derry. Both of them had some physical impairment, but the outlook of each of them towards life and people is very different. Okay, the old man had a positive attitude, whereas the young boy, Derry, he had become withdrawn and pessimistic. Now the very first point. Okay, let's start it. Derry enters Lamb's garden. Derry enters Lamb's garden. Now, Derry, he walks slowly and very cautiously through the long grass. He enters Lamb's garden. Mr. Lamb, he speaks to him when Derry is at a hand distance from him. It means he is close at a hand. Derry, he startled. Okay, he is surprised. He didn't know that there was anyone in that garden. So Mr. Lamb, seeing Derry surprised, he tries to make Derry comfortable. He said he can pick up crab apples. He doesn't mind who comes in the garden. The gate is always open. Derry didn't need to climb over the wall of that garden to enter in. He says, who? Mr. Lamb. Derry says that he didn't come there for stealing. Mr. Lamb assures him that he can stay there as long as he wish. The next point, Derry's face burnt. Now, Derry says that people are afraid of him. They look at his face and find it terrible. and they say that it is very ugly. Even when he himself sees his face in the mirror, he is afraid of himself. Now Mr. Lamb says that he will get the ladder and a stick and pull down the crab apples. Okay, just see that he is trying to go away from that subject. He says that he makes jelly from them. Derry doesn't want Mr. Lamb to change the subject. He wants to talk about himself. Mr. Lamb thinks that perhaps Derry's face got burnt in a fire. But Derry corrects him. He said that he has got acid all down on one side of his face and it has burnt it all away. He says that the acid ate up his face. Okay. The next point. Lamb has a tin leg. Mr. Lamb has a tin leg. Now, Derry says that they are not similar, they are not the same. Mr. Lamb is old and Derry is young. Okay, Derry is having a burnt face and Mr. Lamb is having a tin leg. So, one of Mr. Lamb's leg has blown off and that is why he is having a tin leg. Some kids even call him Lemmy Lamb. But he doesn't mind it. Okay, he's not worried about what people say about him. Okay, a tin leg or a burnt face are not the only things. This is what Mr. Lamb says. Okay, and he even doesn't wear any trousers to cover his leg. Okay, so he says that there are many other things that people take notice of. It is not his burnt face or the tin leg that people stare at. There are some crab apples, things like crab apples and weeds and sunflowers that people pay attention at. This just he is telling to console whom? Derry. They deserve our attention. What all deserves the attention? Crab apple, sunflower, weeds and all. And Mr. Lamb, he enjoys his life and the people around him as much as he can. So today we will end it here. We'll continue it in the next video.